Have you ever noticed some people in sales just seem to have this uncanny ability to close deals effortlessly?
Oh, absolutely.
They move through conversations with this, like quiet confidence, and deals just happen. It almost feels like a secret superpower, doesn't it?
It really does.
Is it pure luck, or is there something, far deeper at play?
It's absolutely not just luck. I mean, sure, some innate qualities might help, but there's a very real, very profound inner game, as you say, that truly sets the top performers apart.
An inner game.
Yeah, it's a mindset, really, a way of thinking that actually precedes and, well, determines their outward success.
You've hit on something crucial there, and that's precisely what we're going to unpack today.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking a dive into Brian Tracy's acclaimed book, The Psychology of Selling. Increase your sales faster and easier than you ever thought possible.
My classic.
It really is. And this isn't merely a manual for sales tactics, though it definitely has plenty of those. What makes this particular work so impactful, I think, is its focus on the deep psychological principles. The understanding of human behavior that can truly revolutionize not just your sales approach,
Definitely.
but honestly, your ability to achieve any significant goal.
That's a great point. Our mission is to extract the most powerful, truly actionable nuggets from Tracy's extensive work.
Okay.
You'll see exactly how top salespeople achieve their extraordinary results.
Yeah.
And it's by leveraging these psychological principles, often more so than just having superior product knowledge.
So it's not just about knowing the specs.
Not at all.
Yeah.
This isn't theoretical fluff. This material has been widely hailed as the best-selling professional sales training program in history and has genuinely helped countless individuals become millionaires simply by shifting their perspective.
Okay, let's unpack this, starting where Tracy does the inner game.
Foundational.
He really hammers home that what goes on inside the mind of the salesperson makes all the difference. He even points to Harvard University studies.
Yeah, I remember that part.
That found the basic qualities determining sales success are all mental.
All mental. It's not about your background, your education, or even your starting capitals, surprisingly.
Right. It's about what you believe and how you approach things internally.
And what's truly fascinating here is how our self-concept plays directly into our earning potential. Tracy introduces this brilliant idea, the income thermostat.
The income thermostat. Explain that.
He suggests you can never truly earn, say, 10% more or less than your self-concept level of income. It's like an internal set point.
Oh.
So if you've set an annual goal and you maybe hit it early, say by September,
Right.
you might actually find yourself subconsciously slowing down for the rest of the year just to maintain that internal equilibrium.
Wow. So you sabotage yourself without even realizing it.
Kind of, yeah. To genuinely increase your income, Tracy says you first have to expand your comfort zone mentally.
Okay.
It's about convincing yourself that you're capable of earning more before you can actually achieve it.
That's a powerful idea. It sounds almost, too simple.
Maybe, but profound.
But what happens when that self-talk feels disingenuous, maybe? Or when a salesperson faces a really tough slump? How do you practically begin to shift that self-concept, especially if you've been struggling?
Yeah, good question.
And how does self-esteem factor into that journey?
Well, that's precisely where self-esteem comes in. Tracy considers it the reactor core of our performance.
The reactor core.
He defines self-esteem quite simply. How much you like yourself.
Okay.
This, he argues, is the critical determinant of your personality and your performance in any field, but especially sales.
Makes sense.
Think about it. When a salesperson makes a sale, their self-esteem doesn't just improve a little, it often spikes.
You feel great.
Exactly. And their performance immediately follows. Tracy even suggests if you've just closed a difficult deal, you should drive straight to another tough prospect.
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
Because you'll be more persuasive in that heightened state.
Yeah.
The only thing that's changed isn't the market or the product, it's you and your internal belief in your capabilities at that moment.
So for you, the listener,
Yes.
the actionable insight here is to vividly imagine yourself as the kind of person you aspire to be, earning the income you desire.
Picture it clearly.
Picture yourself having all the money you need, making calls because you genuinely enjoy the process, not out of a desperate need.
That enjoyment factor is key.
So if our self-concept is setting our internal limits, how do we actively work on expanding that? Cultivating the mindset needed for sales success.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy talks a lot about building a winning attitude. He argues that many of our perceived limitations are just illusions in your own mind.
Right. not based on any objective reality.
As William James famously said, belief creates the actual fact.
Exactly. You can literally replace those self-limiting beliefs with empowering positive ones. It takes work, but it's possible.
Which leads directly to the transformative power of positive self-talk and affirmations.
Absolutely. It's like intentionally pumping yourself up, as
Yeah.
Tracy puts it.
How do you do that effectively?
He advises starting your day by saying things like, I like myself and I love my work, or I'm the best.
Does that feel a bit cheesy?
It might initially, but he shares this compelling anecdote about a young salesman
Oh, yeah.
who, even in a completely unfamiliar industry, became the #1 salesperson in his company simply by repeating, I'm the best, I'm the best, the best.
Every morning and before every single call.
Wow, just by saying it.
It sounds almost simplistic, I know. But the consistent programming of the subconscious mind can yield, well, incredible results.
That's a remarkable example. And it ties into dealing with rejection, which, let's be honest, is a huge and often painful part of sales.
Oh, it's unavoidable.
Top salespeople, according to Tracy, just don't fear rejection in the same way.
They reframe it. He says it's like the rain or the sunshine. It just happens. Huh. Like it's not personal.
Exactly. You shrug it off, learn what you can maybe, and immediately move to the next prospect. This mental resilience, this ability to detach emotionally from the outcome of a single interaction is absolutely crucial.
Attachment. Okay.
Precisely. And closely related to that, resilience is enthusiasm.
Right.
Tracy calls it the primary emotion in sales success, accounting for 50% or more of all sales ability.
50%. That's huge.
It is. He defines a sale simply as a transfer of enthusiasm.
A transfer of enthusiasm. I like that.
If you don't genuinely possess it for your product or service, you simply cannot transfer it to your prospect. Your genuine passion, your belief in what you're offering is contagiously persuasive.
So it's not just about knowing your product inside and out,
Though that helps.
but deeply believing in its value and, importantly, in yourself.
Yes. And that enthusiasm needs to be backed by willpower and persistence.
Can't just be hype.
No. Tracy emphasizes making a conscious decision in advance that you will not give up.
Pre-commit.
Exactly. This kind of pre-commitment to persistence helps you bounce back from setbacks and rejection, leading to those crucial winning experiences that build momentum and validate your efforts.
Okay, so that covers the inner game, which is clearly foundational.
Absolutely.
Let's pivot now to strategic planning. Tracy stresses the indispensable role of clear goals here.
Oh, massively important.
Mm-hmm.
He notes that the highest paid salespeople know exactly what they're going to earn each week, month, year.
Number?
They have a number, and they have clear, written plans for how to achieve it. In stark contrast, low-performing salespeople typically have no idea, as he puts it.
Just kind of winging it.
Pretty much, often waiting till tax season just to find out what happened financially.
Right. And here's where it gets particularly actionable. The simple yet profound act of writing down your goals.
So simple, yet so powerful.
Tracy claims this increases your likelihood of achieving them by 1,000%, 10 times.
10 times. Think about that.
It's staggering. Even if you don't hit them on your exact schedule, having a written goal is infinitely more effective than having no goal at all.
Absolutely. And these goals need to be realistic but challenging.
Finding that balance.
Yeah. He suggests setting goals maybe 25% to 50% higher than your best income year. Setting them too ridiculously high, he warns, can actually demotivate.
That makes sense. It feels unattainable.
Exactly. Which leads directly into his practical goal-setting formula. It's all about breaking down your ambition.
How does that work?
Let's say you have an annual income goal of $100,000.
Okay.
You break it down into monthly targets, then weekly, and finally daily sales or income targets.
Chunking it down.
Precisely. So $100,000 annually, that's about $8,333 a month, or roughly $2,000 a week. Then you figure out what daily sales activity that translates to.
But it goes beyond just income targets, right? You need specific activity goals.
Yes, that's critical. So if your income goal requires a certain number of sales, how many calls, meetings, or presentations does that translate to daily?
Like make 10 prospecting calls a day before noon.
Exactly like that.
Oh.
Tracy explains that the law of averages only works if you consistently take the action. You need the input to get the output.
That makes sense.
And he shares compelling results from his students. Many hit one-year income goals in 6 or 7 months.
Wow.
Some even in as little as 3 months, simply by setting clear, specific activity goals and consistently working towards them.
That acceleration is amazing. Why does it happen?
Well, it often happens because the very act of writing a goal and breaking it down programs it deeply into your subconscious mind.
Ah, the subconscious again.
Once programmed, your subconscious mind takes on a power of its own, essentially working 24 hours a day. It starts to guide you to relevant opportunities.
Noticing things you wouldn't otherwise.
Exactly. Providing the right words at the right time in a sales conversation, even helping you interpret a prospect's subtle cues. It's like having an internal guidance system.
And he emphasizes connecting these financial goals to deeply personal and family motivations too.
Oh, hugely important. The greater clarity you have with regard to your family and personal goals, the more motivated you'll be.
The why behind the what.
Precisely.
Yeah.
This is about building a fire under your desire. If you have 50 or even 100 compelling reasons for increasing sales, you literally become virtually unstoppable.
So it's not just about the money itself.
Rarely is. Tracy recommends a truly powerful exercise.
Oh,
Get a spiral notebook
okay.
and dedicate it to writing down 100 goals you'd like to accomplish. Personal, professional, financial, spiritual, anything.
100 goals. It sounds like a lot.
It is. But he believes that by doing this, you're submitting an order to the great cosmic storehouse of wealth, setting in motion a powerful internal and external process. This commitment to specific written goal setting is, he argues, the #1 reason for the extraordinary success of top performers. It helps them naturally attract the people and circumstances needed.
Okay, so mindset dialed in, goals crystal clear. Now it's time to truly understand the customer.
Yes. What makes them tick?
Tracy identifies a universal motivation to buy that applies to everyone. Improvement.
Improvement. Simple but true.
Every human action, he says, whether conscious or subconscious, aims at some kind of improvement. People buy because they genuinely feel they will be better off.
Better off than they were before, better off than if they bought from a competitor, or even better off than if they just did nothing at all.
Right. And a key psychological insight here is what he calls the freedom factor.
Yes. The freedom factor.
People value freedom of choices, freedom of options, financial freedom above almost all else.
It's a core human desire.
That's why they hesitate to part with money. When someone buys something, they're giving up a piece of that potential freedom, aren't they?
They are. So your product or service must offer a substantial, clear improvement to truly justify that cost and effort. Prospects are ultimately looking for units of satisfaction, whether that's physical comfort, emotional fulfillment, or even, spiritual alignment sometimes.
Which brings us to the two major motivations at play. Desire for gain versus fear of loss.
And this is fascinating. Tracy reveals this almost counterintuitive imbalance.
What is it?
Desire for gain has a motivational power of, let's say, 1.0.
Yeah.
But the fear of loss has a negative motivational power of 2.5.
2.5 times stronger.
Yeah. People are, on average, 2.5 times more motivated by the fear of losing something by not buying than by the desire for what they gain by buying.
Wow. So fear is a bigger driver than desire here.
In many cases, yes. The fear of making a mistake, of making the wrong choice, is a surprisingly powerful deterrent.
This is precisely why the most effective sales presentations, according to Tracy, demonstrate both sides of the coin, right?
Exactly. You show how much better off a prospect will be if they decide to buy.
The upside.
And simultaneously, how much worse off they might be if they don't buy.
The potential downside of inaction.
Right. Reducing that inherent fear of loss is absolutely critical. Tracy highlights the power of unconditional guarantees, even better than money-back offers.
Risk reversal.
Hugely powerful tools to alleviate a prospect's anxiety. And when a prospect says they want to think it over,
The classic stall.
it usually indicates either a lack of genuine desire for the product, or perhaps more often, insufficient conviction about the promised benefits. The fear is still outweighing the desire.
Understanding those deep psychological motivations is one thing, but how do you actually uncover what a specific customer truly needs or fears?
Good question. Tracy emphasizes that the most effective way to grasp a prospect's concerns and build trust is, perhaps surprisingly, simple.
What is it?
By asking intelligent questions.
Asking questions.
He argues the person who asks questions has control. By asking thoughtful questions and then genuinely listening to the answers.
Listening is key.
Absolutely crucial. You position yourself not just as a salesperson trying to push a product, but as a friend, an advisor, and a teacher.
Building that trust.
Exactly. It helps you discover their true pain points and desires, not just what you assume they are.
Okay, let's talk masterful execution then. Starting with securing that all-important appointment.
Getting your foot in the door.
On the phone, Tracy's golden rule is simple. Sell the appointment, not the product.
Right. Don't spill all the beans immediately.
Don't blurt out all your product details. Your sole goal is just to get that face-to-face meeting. You're selling the next step, not the final solution yet.
Keep it focused.
And he shares a truly memorable example of breaking preoccupation and getting the prospect involved. That Corning glass hammer demonstration.
Oh, the hammer story. It's great.
Tell us about it.
Well, this salesman selling safety glass would ask a prospect, would you like to see a piece of glass that doesn't shatter? People were skeptical, naturally.
Sure.
He'd place a sample on their desk, take out a ball-peen hammer, and whack it. The glass wouldn't shatter, astonishing them.
Creates immediate impact.
Totally. But then he took it a step further. He'd give the prospect the hammer and let them hit it.
Get them involved.
Exactly. When the prospect failed to smash it themselves, their conviction was complete. It's about creating engagement and a truly unforgettable experience, making it real for them.
That's brilliant. And Tracy also mentions that for a prospect to even give you their time and attention, they subconsciously want 5 assurances.
Yeah, sort of like an unspoken checklist in their mind.
What are they?
That you have something important to say, that it's relevant to them specifically, that your visit will be short and respect their time.
Respecting time is huge.
Critical. Also, that you're the right person to talk to, and crucially, that you won't use high-pressure tactics.
Building that safety.
Leveraging social proof is also incredibly powerful here. Overcome that initial resistance by referring to other satisfied customers in their industry.
Like saying,
Something like, most people felt the same way when I first called on them, but now they become our best customers. It reassures them they're not alone in their skepticism and offers a path to positive outcomes. Normalizes the hesitation.
and a simple but often overlooked tactic for those in-person meetings, always confirm appointments.
Oh, definitely. Even a quick call to the receptionist or a text message beforehand. It prevents wasted time for both sides and demonstrates professionalism and respect.
Shows you're organized. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've got the meeting, you're in the presentation itself. Now the power of suggestion takes over. Appearance and demeanor become critical.
Absolutely critical. Tracy states that the visual impact of your clothes strikes the prospect like a wave.
Like a wave. Wow.
He even says 95% of first impressions are determined by clothing alone.
95%.
It's a shocking number, but it highlights the visual bias. You truly need to dress for success. Not necessarily expensive clothes, but appropriate, clean, professional, conveying competence and respect for the situation.
Details matter.
Everything counts. Your grooming, your posture, ensuring your desk or presentation area is clean, your materials organized. All sends a message.
And your voice and body language are also huge factors.
Oh, massive. Tracy cites Moravian's rule. Only 7% of your message is conveyed by the words you use.
Only 7%.
Right. 38% is your tone of voice, and a whopping 55% is your body language.
So how you say it and how you look saying it is way more important than what you say.
In terms of initial impact and believability, yes. So practice your presentation aloud. Get comfortable with the words and the flow.
And physically.
Sit erect, lean forward slightly to convey engagement, shake hands firmly. And critically, Tracy says, get the prospect to unfold their arms.
How do you do that?
Give them something to hold a brochure, sample a pen, or ask questions that require them to gesture or think. Break that closed-off posture.
Interesting. And he advocates for a planned presentation over a spontaneous one.
Strongly. He says a planned presentation is 20 times more powerful than the spontaneous presentation.
20 times.
Yeah. It allows you to move logically from general to particular, often using an ascending close, starting with the most compelling general benefits, and then building up to the specific details that clinch the deal. It ensures you cover everything effectively.
And you simply must get the prospect involved. Don't let them just sit there passively.
No. Never let them be a lump of stone, as he calls it. Use visual aids. Remember, 22 times more nerves from the eye to the brain than from the ear to the brain.
Visuals stick.
They really do. Ask questions constantly to get feedback, keep them engaged, check their understanding.
And there's this technique, talking past the sale and using word pictures.
Yes. Very powerful. Instead of directly asking for the close, like, so do you want to buy it?
Which can feel abrupt.
Right. You talk as if they already own the product. You paint these emotional word pictures of them enjoying the benefits.
It's like the RV sales example he uses.
Exactly. The salesperson takes the couple on a test drive, fine, but then arranges a lunch inside the RV.
Experiencing it.
Totally. The couple experiences what it feels like to own it, literally visualizing themselves using it, making the decision feel natural, almost inevitable. They've already mentally taken possession.
Okay, fascinating techniques. Finally, let's wrap up with what it takes to become and remain a sales superstar. The key habits and mindsets Tracy emphasizes for lasting success.
Right, the long game. First, and perhaps most importantly, do what you love and commit to excellence in it.
Passion and mastery.
He says that genuine happiness often comes from knowing you are good at what you do and constantly striving to be better. That intrinsic motivation.
And continuous learning is essential.
Absolutely non-negotiable. Tracy puts it pointedly. The person who does not read is no better than the person who cannot read.
Ouch.
Strong words.
But true, right. If you're not continually learning, upgrading your skills and knowledge, your value is, in effect, diminishing in a changing world.
Good point. And he also says, follow the leaders. Yes. Identify the top performers in your field and pattern yourself after them. Observe their habits, how they dress, how they interact, what they prioritize. Learn from the best.
Modeling success and integrity.
Foundational. He advises, guard your integrity as a sacred thing. Be trustworthy, keep your word, and crucially, deal with the world as it is, not as you wish it would be.
The reality principle.
He calls it that, yes. It's a mark of true honesty and maturity, and it builds long-term trust, which is everything in sales and relationships.
And creativity. He thinks everyone has it.
He does. He urges us to unlock your inborn creativity, recognizing that you are, in fact, a genius with enormous reserves of creativity. We just need to tap into it.
How?
He recommends the powerful 20-idea method. Take a sheet of paper, write a goal or problem as a question at the top.
Okay.
Then challenge yourself. Force yourself to brainstorm 20 different solutions or approaches. The first few are easy, the last few are really hard, but often where the breakthroughs happen.
20 answers to one question.
Yes. He claims this single exercise has helped more people become wealthy and solve complex problems than almost any other method of creative thinking he knows.
Worth trying. And, of course, a timeless principle. Practice the golden rule.
Can't go wrong with that. Treat others as you would want to be treated. He suggests imagining that everyone you interact with will judge your entire company based solely on your single interaction with them.
Wow, that sets a high bar.
It really does. It forces you to think about the impact you have in every single conversation.
He also briefly covers understanding buyer personalities, right? The need for flexibility.
Yeah, personality flexibility is key. Adapting your approach. He outlines types like the apathetic, who, frankly, you should often just move on from, as they likely have no genuine interest and won't buy anyway. Don't waste time there.
Okay, who else?
Then there's the analytical, who wants facts, figures, logic, details, give them the data. The realtor needs social proof, testimonials, feeling connected.
Makes sense.
The director wants bottom line results, efficiency, get straight to the point. And the socializer values rapport, the relationship, and often appreciates written agreements to feel secure.
So you need to diagnose and adapt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meet each buyer where they are psychologically.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? We've just taken a pretty deep dive into Brian Tracy's The Psychology of Selling.
We really have.
We've unpacked how it's not just about external actions, but really a profound transformation of your inner game.
Your mindset.
Your strategic planning, your deep understanding of human motivation, and of course, your masterful execution.
These principles, as we've discussed, they really extend far beyond traditional sales roles, don't they?
Absolutely. Whether you're selling an idea to your boss, negotiating with a contractor for your home project, or even influencing your family towards, a shared goal, the psychological tools of shaping your self-concept, setting clear goals, understanding those underlying motivations, especially fear of loss and effective communication, are just universally powerful.
They really are tools for life, not just for sales.
So as you reflect on this deep dive, maybe consider a recent interaction where you needed to persuade someone, influence them, sell them on an idea.
Think of one right now.
Which single psychological principle from Brian Tracy's work could be adjusting your income thermostat, maybe setting a clear activity goal, truly understanding their fear of loss, or even just practicing that positive self-talk? Which one could you apply in your very next similar situation to dramatically shift the outcome?
Just pick one thing to try.
Because ultimately, the real psychology of selling, it turns out, it's the psychology of personal mastery.